Exclusive.
I grew up like a savage.
I got daughter. My oldest daughter's off in college, you know, doing her thing. Yeah, another one in high school. But I tell them, like, look, y'all ain't gotta take over this. Y'all ain't gotta be in the industry, but y'all gotta learn it. Y'all gotta learn it because you know what I'm saying. Y'all gotta be able to pass. Y'all gotta be able to pass it on. Y'all gotta be able to take care of it when I'm not here. Figure out what to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And a lot of times we just don't have nothing. We ain't really passing nothing on to the. You know what I'm saying? We ain't passing nothing on to our kids. You know what I'm saying?
You're right, man.
Some kids, I mean, I don't know. I guess it's just life. Yeah. But some people, period. Some gonna be, like Rab said, the slave. Some gonna be the owner.
Yeah.
In barber school right now.
Yes, he is.
Man,
Your son?
He listen. Yeah, he listen.
So he get that.
But I can't get my own son to listen.
So he get that barber license. He got to, you know what I'm saying? That's a license. That's a pass to go make money anywhere, anytime.
That's a trade. I don't care where you
know what
at.
I'm saying? You should never be broke.
Starting at $30.
Even if you go to jail, you gonna eat in jail. Like it don't matter where you at.
All the barber niggas I've ever known, I don't know no barber that don't get some money every day.
Right, every day. That's where the discipline come in.
That is where the discipline.
Now, this is the hard part. So that's the goal right there. Trying to structure the shit to where we can get, you know what I'm saying. We can talk to them and we try to have these little meetings and try to bring people in to talk to guys about discipline. You know what I'm saying. And we all can. No matter how old you get, you can always learn. You know, we can always get better. To me, the key be discipline and patience in anything. You know what I'm saying. But if we get them to understand that. Structure their life, even though they entrepreneurs. You make that bread, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Take that here, boom, put that here, boom, that here, boom, that here, and then pay yourself a little bit and then do that.
Right.
And that way it be smooth. You can't just leave the barbershop, take your girl, get something to eat, buy some trees, buy some shit, buy the latest kicks. No, because it's cash in hand.
Come up here, hang out. This is a business.
Because now you breaking your neck to get up in there in the morning because you coming back to work broke.
Now it's a grind.
Now it's a grind.
You know what I'm saying? Now it's a grind. Something that you love to do. Yeah. Now you got now you chasing them. Now you got to now you doing assembly line cuts.
Yeah.
Cause you gotta, you know what I'm saying. You trying to make up for lost ground.
That's fucked up.
Take care of it. You know what I mean?
You need real discipline in this shit, or you ain't gonna see it.
And I don't want to pass over your early life because we jumped ahead kind of, but like back then, I've been asking everybody like a standard question. Like back then when you was coming up, of course you said Ron was around. But what was like the soundtrack to your life, like around that time, junior high school, coming up? Like,
man, to be honest with you, bro, I keep it 100 with you. It was bad influence, man, because I was, you know what I'm saying. I looked up to Big Breath so much, you know what I'm saying. So when they inspired us, that's when we was running around trying to rap. Me and my boy Peanut, you know what I'm saying. We was mimiking them, you know what I'm saying.
Niggas was so motherfucking tight.
Listen, I mean, some real shit. You saying y'all was mimicking them, but who wasn't? Man. What niggas that was rapping in Oakland that wasn't? I don't know who wasn't. That was the hardest shit ever.
Man, and Rapping Ron is the more popular name, you know what I'm saying, because he was doing the freestyle. He had the bubbly personality. But I be telling people and I love Ron, but I be telling people all the time, man, hey, the shit, and Dilly boy, that boy, that boy was barred up back then.
He was barred up.
Think about then when they was rapping, it wasn't always like the Loonies, like JJ stand out more than none more.
We need to hear you, brother.
Somebody
what you was about to say?
Like, them dudes was like on the same level, like
that
freestyle with Dilly. If you listen to that shit, that old shit, you be like that nigga was tight.
But I didn't appreciate hella people until later. But I appreciated Diddley back then because they had a situation kind of like it would blend.
Yeah.
When they went back to back, you didn't know who it was. Like if it was the first time hearing the song, you had to catch it sometime.
To see who was who. To see when the next one came in.
Who was rapping
at
the time.
Because kind of like Cass Kaiser and Clyde Carson do that from the team.
Well,
just like Jada and Styles used to do it. Sometime you'll get lost in the sauce. You know what I mean? It become one rap. But I used to be able to distinguish the two. But you're right, man. Dilly was hard. You know what I'm saying? He was super hard, man. He was hard.
So I was locked in then. You know, then of course I went to school with Keak, you know what I'm saying? We was riding the same area, went to Allendale, Bret Hart.
I was just about to say that.
So I remember all the early days.
I lived on Penniman. I used to whoop Keak ass in 21. I always say this every time. Like, you know, I used to dog you. I need to try to come up there.
Hey, Keak was a low key athlete too.
He was.
Back then.
He was. That nigga, I used to see a nigga walk around with his football pads on. We used to play for.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crusaders or Dynamites?
We played Dynamites, yeah.
What school was that?
That was
That's a Pop Warner.
we went to
Okay.
we went to Allendale though. You know what I'm saying? Allendale Elementary, yeah.
As
Right
soon as
there.
he get back, gotta get Keak up
A couple of since I lived
for
over
sure.
there for so long on Penniman, like we used to eat at King's Coffee Shop and all
King,
that
we
shit.
stayed at
You know what I'm saying?
King's.
So
Yeah.
I know the area well. Look, it's funny because I thought of this story the other day too. Our neighbor, you was in jail, but our neighbor, right? He was I don't know where he was from. He was a country nigga, right?
Yeah.
This nigga threw a pistol out. 5-0 hit his house. I was standing on the back porch, and then I seen nigga throw the pistol out, and that was my first cannon. You know what I'm saying? The nigga called like asked did anybody see it. You know what I'm saying? That was my first cannon. It had a little rust on it. For hella long I was scared to pick it up.
Yeah.
Say ain't nobody see it.
Yeah, nobody seen it, but for hella long I was scared to pick the motherfucker up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But you know, we was locked in with everything, you know, Loonies, of course, Big Bruh V, you know what I'm saying? Delinquents, we was locked in. That's when the town music was moving.
I always try to ask people that, especially from around here, because you a staple around here. You know what I'm saying? So we have to kind of collectively put these pieces of the puzzle together. Like, this is a common thing that they keep saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, what's her name said that too, and they said that too. You know what I'm saying? And we came from the time of East Coast, they had mixtapes or whatever, but the compilation here was the equivalent, but it was always better than niggas' album. You know what I'm saying? You got to hear everybody, and it was like back-to-back slap.
For sure. I be trying to tell people, man, if somebody don't get in touch with Davey D, tell her to put that, get in touch with Dave and put that cell block on iTunes or something, man. Like they don't remember the compilations. You know what I'm saying?
They don't remember the compilations, and we had V here, of course, and we also had Stack here. But I had asked the niggas about on Boss Ballin'. That song, man, late night when V said, I swallow la la ding 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 at the beginning. And I always wanted to know what the fuck that was. That was one of my favorite shits. Like the song, right? But we don't never talk about these albums and this beautiful music we had around here that set a lot of trends and these styles that we had and these cars that we had. And the way it looked, like I always say, my life growing up early, like in the 80s, it looked like paid in full. Like I could go to the 30s. I would see a nigga with a donkey rope. I go to the Dubs or the Deep East. I go to Hayward. Nigga, I go to Kelly Hill.
Big facts. Big facts.
It's gonna be Richmond. It was money around this motherfucker. It was just crazy the way I grew up looking, because after a while it got real trifling. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just like when I look at it now, kind of like streetwise, it's disgusting. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't even give you the same feeling. Like,
but it was a time too when the town really just had its own identity. You know what I'm saying? Where it was a look of it. You know what I'm saying? It was white tees and jeans and black hat, and we was smooth. You know what I'm saying? We had an identity. You can know it. You can spot now. It's kind of like with the emergence of the internet and all this, everything.
Everybody
blended. You know what I'm saying?
You can't tell. I say that about kids because I just randomly be in Sac at the mall. And I was like, I used to walk through this mall and I could tell I was in Sacramento. Now all the youngsters look the same.
Everywhere.
Everybody go to LA, they all look the same.
Everybody look
in Detroit, them niggas looking the exact same.
So let me ask y'all all this. Do y'all think that kind of, to me, I'm in my mind, this is what I'm seeing. That kind of happened with the Pack and like the Jerk the dudes that was doing the Jerk in LA. Man, when they always wearing Vans and skate clothes, it's kind of like everything
that
changed.
probably was the
But you know what though? The thing is, even without the internet, shit was the same. Because like you was talking about, we had paid in full right here.
Right.
We wasn't the only city like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's a paid in full in every urban.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Like all urban.
I'm gonna tell you what I think the difference was. We wore curls, they didn't. And we probably wore like a different sneaker, like we wore Cortez. You know what I'm saying?
And then New York.
And versus LA even, they wore Chucks. like how we wore Cortez. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. Corduroys and shit.
Yeah. So, but
I mean, it was some differences. Don't get me wrong.
no, but I'm saying the similar. I know exactly what you're about to say because you got to think about it. At a point, urban clothes, it wasn't that many, so everybody owned Troop.
Exactly.
Everybody on British Knight. Everybody on. You know what I'm saying?
Cortez.
Yeah. But then at a certain point, that changed.
We wore Chucks out here too, but we didn't wear it to the extent of LA.
Yeah,
right.
I think we distinctively and clearly became the West Coast in the 90s.
In the 90s is kind of when I was in the Nav, right, in the Navy. So I went to Virginia.
Is that the short term? Nav?
Yeah, the Nav.
Yeah, the Nav.
All right.
I'm gonna put y'all niggas on here, man. I'm gonna teach you the way. So when the nigga was in the, but I go to Virginia, right, with my Cali shit, corduroys, and them niggas damn near laughing at me like, what is you doing? What? So it is different, Clee. I mean, on the West Coast, all up and down the West probably was the same. Yeah. But when I got to that East Coast, they knew I wasn't from the East Coast for sure.
Yeah. They had to get you an Avrex.
Yeah, you had to.
Yeah.
Out here, like I say out here, like when you fly somewhere else, you go somewhere else or something. Do you fly somewhere else?
Nah, nigga, you blocking it.
No, he cool now.
So you know how you go somewhere else? It's like when you fly to Oakland, you fly up in here. It's like when you get here, you like right in the middle of the shit.
Yeah.
When you go fly to LA, you fly to Chicago, you fly anywhere, you gotta go find this shit. You fly right here, you come over around, you right in the middle of the shit.
Right. Well, depending on where you at, because I've been a few places and I done been in the shit and didn't even know. Yeah. Like you got to think about it when you get off and when you leave in LAX. Once you come up, what's that? La Cienega right there. What street is that right there? The main street. Once you get up out of there, you in Inglewood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying. So
that with me, I don't even fly to I fly to LA so much, but the thing about LA, I don't be knowing the difference when I get off at Burbank. I don't know how closer I am to
Right.
shit.
From the Burbank
From LAX
airport
to Burbank.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a ways. Not only it's really not a ways, but it's a ways because of the traffic.
Yeah, because they constantly
That's right.
construct
So
it.
stupid.
Plus, niggas be in all different parts of LA now, so you ain't no telling. Niggas say he in LA, but he might be an hour and a half away from it.
Yeah.
But I wanted to ask you that too, and now is this true? I don't know. Was your sister a Raiderette?
Yeah. My baby sister Latoya, she was a writer. I think was for about 3 seasons. She actually had sung the national anthem at the Coliseum one day too. That was a big moment. I got that on you. I got that on. I saved that from you. It's on YouTube too.
They introduced her as a Raiderette.
Yeah. And I
was she a Raiderette when she sung that?
Yeah, she was a Raiderette when she sung it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So prior to that, that was before I even, you know what I'm saying, started working with athletes and everything. I was watching Lil Sis do it early. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she was fucking with it.
You know what I'm saying? She was already in that, you know what I'm saying, in that circle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So how did she get to be able to sing the anthem being a Raiderette? Because they don't do that, right?
You know what? I still haven't answered that question. I think she probably was just singing around practice, know she could sing. I think that's how that played out.
You know, something the other day they did. I don't know if y'all know Nate the Soul Singer. Nate. She did the anthem at the Warriors. A's game.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
On 510 night.
That's dope.
That's dope. 510 night.
Yeah.
That's
So
dope.
shout out to her, man. She been grinding for hella long, man.
Shout out to her.
I actually had a song with her. But that's dope though. Little sis was doing that.
Yeah.
And a Raiderette.
Yeah.
My little sister was a Raiderette too.
Yeah.
Really? That's
okay.
dope.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And that's a dope ass thing to do, man. That's a brave thing to do because I always say, like, I hate being around talented people that never do nothing with it, like never live out their dreams. That's like a waste, bro.
Yeah.
And I can see you being depressed.
Yeah.
Like for a person like I can understand how depression is real, especially when you don't get out your dreams and you know you can do something. You know what I'm saying? But so with you going through this life and cutting and then what? Because I had read that you, who was that you reached out to and a Raider and offered him a free cut? Was that the thing?
that was Lamarr Woodley.
Lamarr Woodley.
Yeah, so that's really how a lot of my stuff started. The first athlete I ever worked with was Tyvon Branch used to be a safety.
Okay, I remember.
So he
Tyvon.
somehow stumbled across me on social media.
Okay.
So I pulled up, did the job, whatever. We rocked for a minute, but he was already, he already had, you know what I'm saying, a barber that he had already built a relationship with, I think, over there at a Fruitvale barbershop right here in the town.
Okay.
So, but from there, but I knew, I went to a seminar from a guy that was doing celebrity cuts across the world, at least, and he had a big social media presence. So I was like, man, you know what?
Was it Pacino?
No, one Pacino was a cat named Mark Marrero, did a little blurry fades type tour thing he had going on. So he was coming to San Francisco. So I slid to San Francisco because I don't know how I was raised, whatever. Miles always, you know what I'm saying, she always instilled in us, you know what I'm saying, whatever you do, just try to be great. I didn't want to be average. I didn't want to be mediocre. I wanted to do something outstanding, you know what I'm saying? So I pulled up, but I put the work in. So I pulled up. And I went in and I listened. I paid, I think it was $100. One of my boys from the barbershop went with me. One of the barbers who worked the shop, named Sean. He went with me out there, sat through the seminar, and when I left that seminar and they was talking about their life experiences and they in Florida, I came back. We went and sat at the bar, had a couple shots, and I was like, you know what? That's what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So when I got back, you know what I'm saying, I just really just laced my boots up, and then I reached out to when I found out that Lamarr Woodley was signing here and some different guys were signing here, you know, I just respectfully sent, you know what I'm saying, some DMs out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying, if you need to get tightened up when you need, you know, get to the bay, you know what I'm saying, I got you. It did Wood was like, hey, send me some pictures. He was like, so I sent him all my best shit, the lines crispy as fuck. And he sent me a message back. I'm thinking he gonna be like, ooh, he sent me a message back. He's like, man, yeah, I see all that. I see all the Instagram shit, all the, you know, but can you fade, right?
Right.
So he was like, so I was like, I said, man, pull up on me. So he ended up pulling up on me. He was solid dude. He ended up pulling up to the KJ's in Hayward one day.
Okay.
First time I met him.
Okay. And
then from there, we just kept vibing. He would come to the shop to constantly get his haircuts because, first, because before he did the house call thing, he wanted to get kind of comfortable with you. And I'm new in the game, you know what I'm saying? I'm filling it out, you know what I mean? So eventually we kind of built that rapport to where he was like, all right, we working, pull up to the crib. So from there, I ended up going from working, from cutting his hair personally to now I find myself at the Oakland Raiders practice facility, right? Not practice facility, but the team hotel over here on Hagenberger. I mean, I'm there. I'm like pulling up. I'm like, I'm cutting guys that's probably selling insurance right now. I ain't no telling. You know what I'm saying? I'm just working. It's like a ton of cats that you gotta understand. Every year they got 100 cats that come out and try to make. So I'm just in there grinding and working. But I made some good relationships along the way that helped me. And then eventually, Wood, you know, being from Saginaw, had a relationship with Draymond. So Wood, you know what I'm saying, I pull up, I get a call from, I get a text from Wood, I think it was Wood and my boy Juice. One of them texted me, it was like, hey, pull up to the crib, Draymond want to cut. This was about, I think 5 years ago or something. And I pulled up to the house, you know what I'm saying, cut him for the first time, and then we just end up vibing on an organic level, you know what I'm saying? To where it was so much bigger than the haircut after that. You know, sometimes you just be having, and you could just meet somebody, you know what I'm saying, today, and you just have instant organic chemistry. So we just been rocking ever since. You know what I'm saying?
I seen you with everything you talking about as far as your growth, and I seen that process. Like I was seeing you on Instagram, and I was seeing you at the Raiders practice facility, and I was like, damn, that's another one. Another one. I'm like, this nigga ain't bullshitting, because I'm a multifaceted nigga. So, but the fact that I did cut hair, I'm fascinated with barbers. Like, you know how it's weird, like you look at a nigga pop, the shit that come up on his popular page, like it's like muscle cars, barbers,
facts.
It's crazy shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like that be coming up on my shit. Like, you know.